What up, fam? Good to see you in the chat room early. That's what's up, man. What's happening? All right, cool. Got that taken care of. What's up, man? I'm just back. I wanted to share something with the fam, especially what's going on over here at Coffee and Kush TV. And live and the live streams we will be carrying out from here on out, man. I'm going to have this platform here is just going to be live discussion forum. Everybody's welcome to call in. Everybody's students of the game. Open live discussion. No moderators needed. I got the stream labs and stuff like that. And I can watch out for those who annoy me enough to get blocked. Now, if they find themselves blocked or something like that, ain't no get back. Because if it get to a point where I gotta block you, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cool dude, and it's a it's a it's a good thing to do. Be up here and be able to know what I know about just life in general, politics, street shit, blah 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 blah. But I did want to run something by y'all as political season is around the corner. Vote 2020 is right around the corner. Don't act like you don't see it coming, and don't be too distracted from your local progressive entertainers out there that you really don't understand what's going on, what's at stake. We got the census coming as well, and what African Americans, Afro Americans should be paying attention to going forward in the political realm, not just bobbing their head to the beat, but really have a foundation of thought when it comes to how to watch out for this political realm and how they're about to start playing on your emotions. And who is they? I'm talking about these people who don't want you to think free and think smart and think for self. I'm talking about that damn progressive Democratic Party, as y'all say it. You know, I know a lot of people get a little upset. Something inches at your heart to say for me to say such a thing, because in our communities, Democrats run everything. But it comes to a point in time in a man's life, you just have to be honest about politics, life in general, and where we going as a community. So, am I conservative? Hell yeah, I'm a conservative. If not, I'm trying my best to become more conservative over being progressive. I think in order to be progressive, you must be conservative in the way that you think, and you must have a relaxed mind and conservative brain to, especially as a black man in America, to conceive it all. You don't want to be one of these breastfed niggas, you know, quick to anger, pull a gun out and smoke a nigga fast, you know, smoke a pack. Y'all know the battle rap. Y'all know how this shit get down. Y'all know I don't have to over explain. But since a lot of y'all don't like me for some reason, and I know the reason, you know, same reason they don't like none of the greats. I know the reason. I want you to hear from the greatest Afro American speaker that was able to captivate the real brothers in the street and have them pay attention to him. So listen to this real fast. This is not going to be a long live stream. This is just for those who are aware that, you know, we got to be strategically smart about who you voting for, if you even voting at all. You see, the topic of the day is what? Have the Democrats destroyed the black community? I think that's a fair topic. I think that needs to be a question that us as the online community addresses, not only for right now, but later on tonight as we get further inside of these great leaders who spoke against these weirdos on this side of the aisle, while the favorite entertainers who are getting paid by these people who want to see your downfall, they're getting paid by these individuals to keep these stereotypes projected off into the world. It's boy Kev Gillz, man. I want y'all to hear this straight out from the words of Malcolm X himself.
Victims of Americanism are waking up, and they're gaining a new political consciousness, becoming politically mature. And as they develop this political maturity, they're able to see the recent trends in these political elections. They see that the whites are so evenly divided that every time they vote, the race is so close, they have to go back and count the votes all over again. And which means that any block, any minority that has a block of votes that stick together is in a strategic position. Either way you go, that's who gets it. You're in a position to determine who go to the White House and who stay in the doghouse.
That's right. Do you understand what Malcolm X meant by that? I know a lot of y'all weren't ready for me to jump right into it. I know we got shout outs. I know, but I see y'all out there. That's what's up. Coffee and Kush TV, I just want to be here to present this information to y'all and stay online and stay positive and progressive as long as I can in a conservative manner, though, because I'm not down for the things that I see online or just where our people is going in the political realm. And I'm not about to take part in the bull crap more than I take part into giving credence to what's real and what's out here and what we really need to be paying attention to. Yeah, I know the brother who testified against the cop. I know that there are other YouTubers out here that deal with that stuff. I'm here. This is what we do. Coffee and Kush TV. Listen to him now. Listen to him. I'm gonna rewind it just a bit so y'all can know exactly what this is going on.
2 million black victims of Americanism are waking up, and they're gaining a new political consciousness, becoming politically mature. And as they develop this political maturity, they're able to see the recent trends in these political elections. They see that the whites are so evenly divided that every time they vote, the race is so close, they have to go back and count the votes all over again. And which means that any block, any minority that has a block of votes that stick together is in a strategic position.
See how blessed you is? The Most High ain't gonna never forget about you. You may be the most fewest, but you got the most power, because every time that system is locked up, they need to recount your shit. I remember one year they was flying y'all votes all through Florida. We got to go back to the District 12. We got to go back to District 9 where the aliens live and get them votes from out that whatchamacallit. Remember all that? But fact of the matter remains, I keep telling y'all, without never hearing this speech from the 60s and 70s and 40s, never heard this speech in my life, but uttering the same words. You in control of this whole drunk driving situation. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not just saying that. Big bro Malcolm told you this. Listen.
Either way you go, that's who gets it. You're in a position to determine who go to the White House and who stay in the doghouse.
So what these weirdos over here got you crying for tomorrow you won't go to Africa when you in position to decide things. You see why you under control? You see why that Democratic Party wants your rapping ass under control, gentrifying your communities, and take advantage. You see, these weirdos take advantage of Republican Party tax breaks, conservative tax breaks, but they tell you a Democrat. Say, T.I. take advantage of what you supposed to be taking advantage of. See? But got you thinking in something that ain't even real. See, you think this is a democracy. You think that this is a republic. How can you say you know the Illuminati when you created the bitch? Not the Illuminati. Yeah, ain't no damn Illuminati. You created a false system in your brain. Somebody got you fucked up. Drunk with philosophy. That's why you don't get things moving, because you ain't saying nothing but words that bank off a wall. Just hit you back and it don't even mean nothing. Because your leaders, these people who hold responsibility, don't project that onto you, the viewers, whether in media, on YouTube, in politics, or nothing. You don't hold nobody accountable. Nobody. And they know that. That's why foreign people can come and play these little games. Ain't no business over here. The white people don't want you to have business over here. Political propaganda. Not the truth. Listen, white folks don't give a damn about all that. Don't give a damn. They ain't thinking of them people ain't over there. Oh yeah, we don't want them to have no goddamn business. You so far off. Who cares? It's the people telling you that they don't want you to have no business. It's why you in that position that you in. Listen to me. It's the people telling you, oh, it's them over there that's doing you like this. That's the guy. That's that nigga right there. You got him if you just turn to him and say, shut up. I can think for myself, homie. But you don't. You go like this. It's true, because you're a hater. You're a chump. Just like Malcolm X finna tell you. Watch. Watch.
You're the one who has that power. You can keep Johnson in Washington, D.C., or you can send him back to his Texas cotton patch. You're the one who sent Kennedy to Washington. You're the one who put the present Democratic administration in Washington, D.C. The whites were...
I ain't gonna tell you you didn't put Obama in office. The first black. Oh, no. You know who put in white women? You know, what? You did that. You did. You did that. I don't care, bro. Say something. See what's going on over here. Who calling me? Coffee and Kush TV, area code 601.
Kev, you hit it on the nose, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man, about our, what you say about our leaders.
Talk about it. You got
you know, it's spiritual, cuz I'm gonna take it to I don't got the right I don't got the right scripture, but they can Google it, look it up. You see that our leaders cause us to err, and that error means to go astray, to go off. They got us doing bullshit instead of following the Lord's word or the scripture. And that piggyback on what you were saying about T.I. not putting us up on the real game. They got us on the bullshit. All of the leaders, and they are false leaders because they're not leading us. So it's like our people who idolizing these men, and that's why they don't want to believe when the truth come hit them, and it's, oh, this nigga a pedophile. I mean, well, this person a pedophile. This person is into having sex with kids, and this person is, you know, demonic. They don't want to believe it because they put so much faith in idolizing them, you know, what you don't supposed to be doing.
Well, you know, whether they idolizing them or what they doing in their personal time, you know, like as far as that goes, as far as these leaders go, these black leaders really just been on some, let me get the shine and I'll sell them out for you. I'll make sure we deliver this vote for you. It's look like they have to deliver this vote for some goddamn reason. Go ahead.
Well, that also go back to the scriptures because it say the false leaders, it say they was gonna be misleading. Then on top of that, it say that they just like the preachers, they waxing fat. They worrying about getting their pockets straight, they children straight for the next 400 years, and you know they families. They ain't, you know, they kept like they for the people, but they for themselves. So that's where we get caught up in. It look like somebody blackballing you or putting their foot on your neck, but really they don't want to lose their shine.
Well, of course, like me, as far as I go, there is no blackballing the truth, so that's where they get it messed up. You can't blackball the truth. You can't blackball what's ordained to happen. It's just gonna happen.
You can't blackball the true hustler or a true man of God or a true man with wisdom. You feel me? That's because we got the knowledge to know how. How you gonna stop me when I know how to do what I do? You feel me? So that'll be a personal level. You feel me? As far as being able to think like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes, sir. So let me ask you a question. Have the Democrats destroyed the black community?
Man, it's like you say, it's smoke and mirrors, man. When they weep in the
have the Democrats destroyed the black community?
Yep, in conjunction with the Republicans, who all make one big party.
Sir,
sir,
stick to one thing. Who's been in control of the black community for 40, 50 goddamn years?
The Democrats.
Okay, so I ain't talking about them, the Republicans. Right?
You're right. You're right.
About them ones who is in charge of your district in your town, who we vote for, who do these
Right.
things. I ain't talking about the meth addicts, the Republican. I ain't talking about the liberal, the what's they call them, the independents, and how they in
Right.
conjunction and wrote the Constitution too. I don't care. Right now, have they destroyed the black community?
Yeah. The full spectrum. Yeah.
Why do you say that? Why do you say the Democrats destroyed the black community?
Like you say, they the ones in control and they sit on these panels, but yet they have done nothing.
So as your
They
community red flagged and no business and no black businesses, knew nothing, entrepreneur spirit nowhere to be found, resurrection is
oh
except a t-shirt shop and some Jordans floating around this bitch on the low. Nothing
right.
past that. Nothing past the bullshit usual hustle. Because
Right.
people have not
Well,
moved the red flags and offered tax incentives for companies to come back to each individual state.
right.
They red
Or
flagged
the
all of us together. Guess who did it?
right.
Democrats.
Or the small business, the real small business who trying to get on.
That's right. They get no tax break. They gotta lie to put children on your taxes, on your corporate taxes, because the Democrats is full of shit. That's why. They're
And
scared of people like
it's
Trump
also
who know how to create something out of nothing. That's why. That's how you see these rappers go from, hey, this Donald Trump. I'm taking a rap video with this guy to, oh, fuck Donald Trump. Because it's whatever they say is what these rappers do.
right,
Go ahead.
right. And it piggyback too. Go back to something you might have been talking about a day or two ago when you were saying about how we can't get the loan, but
Yeah.
the foreigner can come in and get the loan.
That's right. They can
'Cause
come right in and they know what exact name and what zip code to put. And you trying to create a business in your red flagged area and you're not gonna get it.
right,
That's what you know what?
right,
We should sue Bank of America for practicing. Not only just Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and any other bank that has practiced this over the last 10, 15 goddamn years. I bet
hey,
you find it in a computer. You type in a hood
but that
zip code, I bet you don't get the loan.
well, see,
Bet you 100%.
I didn't understand. I didn't understand the cryptocurrency until the NIP situation,
That's right.
and until what you brought out the other day,
Yeah.
and it all made sense.
That's right.
And I'm like, because the cryptocurrency is what's gonna kill the bank. You feel me? It kills the banking system, and also it makes you powerful as in
Well,
your own
they can
pocket
keep their
because
banking
the crypto
system.
got something to back it.
They can keep the. It's not to kill the bank.
Right,
They can go do what they do. It's for you to realize, like, wait a minute, I'm worth myself. You see, they don't get it when he say, like, you, all money in you worth, like that cryptocurrency shit. When you serious about the game, it fluctuates
right,
like the stock market and all these other things. So you know you just up, bro. It's a different state. It's a different
right,
mindset for an African American male to be into controlling his own currency, into controlling
right.
how much
But if you in
he's worth,
business,
how much he's
it's the
worth. Go
key.
ahead.
It's but if you in business, it's the key to bankrupt their system. Because this could be your business move.
I'm
You
not
feel me?
trying. You don't want. I don't want to bankrupt no system. Why bankrupt a system?
Well, I'm just saying, in order for like Nick was gonna have his own he had his own currency, and he was gonna create that whole nation of just his situation was gonna be that whole nation. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna make it like his own
The
nation
way
or his own world.
the way that it's going to work is going to be monetized for him under that currency. See, at every apartment complex, every store might be able to take this Bitcoin currency or this and like that. I mean, everything
Right.
going straight into a market of they can't touch it. It's nowhere, and that's
R-
dangerous for a black man. As per se, if I was to get into cryptocurrency, like me, I'm an innovator. So I'm like, oh, we got 12 grand. Let's do this. Let's make sure that goes. And it's like Nipsey Hussle. It's like innovation is just fast paced. It's like I don't need to do one thing when I can do 12 things in the same amount of time.
Right.
Easy for people.
Right.
You know.
Cause by spirit, man, I've been that guy my whole life. How he said, man, you keep your ducks in 10 things. Cause when
Yeah.
one ain't working, one to pick up, one
Right.
to go, one you can fall back. You know.
Right.
in
Somebody
each
in the
one. You
chat
know what I'm
said
saying?
all the major banks. No. Somebody said cryptocurrency has already been bought out by the banking system, brother, man. People always think why? No, don't tell me nothing out your typing ass fingers. Present to me a call with the goddamn facts, punk. They,
Right, right,
you know what I'm saying? People just say weird stuff because they typing. You know
right.
that. So get out of
And that
here.
could
Go
be a
find
throw
some
off,
facts and
and
come
that could
back.
be a throw off. That could be a nationwide throw off to make someone say, "Well, I ain't gonna mess with
That's
that."
why they do it. Anything that I do, these brothers come from the far left. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, that ain't the fact. Shut up, typing nigga.
Hey,
Shut up. That's why you
cause
watching what you're looking at.
you remember the last Superfly movie,
Go ahead. No,
and
I
they
don't
said
remember
that
it.
that was
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
the last one when in Atlanta, and the dude got away.
Keep playing.
He got away. You know, he escaped the dope game, and he put all the money on a crypto bank account, and he left the dude that played Eazy-E. He left him in Atlanta. He's like, I'm out the dope game. He left him there to sell dope, but he got out the game with over 100 million or something in cryptocurrency
And
and disappeared.
cryptocurrency. Ain't that some
But I saw something on the blog that said, and it could have been true, it could have not been true, but they said it was a subliminal thing to the black people for it to hit our brains opposite to say don't get into cryptocurrency. It's like it was a subliminal.
Yeah, but
You feel
that's
me?
what they saying. These people will come out of nowhere and say, that's why I'm being more thoughtful about because I was thinking when I first heard of this stuff, I didn't think like an entrepreneur business. I was thinking like a
Me neither.
conspiracy
Me
theorist.
neither,
Like,
man.
hey, this is gonna do this.
Right.
One that I'm thinking is, and now with the Nipsey thing, is just like, whoa, and, you know,
You gotta get into it.
that's the yeah. When I figured
Hey,
out
I gotta,
that he
bro,
was using our own people, whether blood, crip, just people in this condition to use to propel
right,
all money in, or the marathon continues because it really does.
right,
You know, it's
right.
ever going boom, 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 boom. You know, Bitcoin is
Hey,
not
cause,
to
cause,
you because you're not involved, or you Illuminati'd out or something like that. Go ahead.
right, cause he really created a system where it's like having 200 people you see every day, and everybody give you $10, and every day you put it in the bank. You feel me? And it's like strictly going to a purpose for y'all, and
Well,
that's what he was. And
I don't really know what it is. I'm gonna get more information. But the ultimate thing of what I know is it's put up money. Like you can go do that over
right, cause
forex.
I got
Foreign
a
exchange
cousin.
currencies and knowing the market and
They can't.
go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you, they can't touch it, and I don't grasp the whole thing yet, but I'm getting more and more. And I know I got to get into it. First of all, I got a cousin in Detroit. For the last 5 years, he's been calling me. For the first year, he called me probably 3-4 weeks straight. When he wake up, he had the Bitcoin machine. When before he go to sleep, he at the machine, trying to tell me, I'm telling you this, the next shit, do this, put your money in this every day. He like, too much money go through your hand for you not to put your money in this. Do it. And I never could grasp it because you know what I'm saying? I never got to him for him to break it down to me fully. And then I saw it in the movie. I don't know if it was the first movie, whatever the movie, it was A$AP Rocky in the movie. And the little boys was at college and they had to sell the dope. And they ended up using it was crypto, how they sold it. The Molly, or it was something they were selling, but I saw that and I
They
was
was
like,
getting
damn,
paid through the crypto.
yeah, they used the white boy to set it up and dump, and they just sent it out, and when they did it at the end, I just remember him getting all the money, and because the professor or the dean was actually the dope man, and he went back to him and was like, he got away with everything, but I was like, it just intrigued me how they couldn't track the money. He was like, man, we could sell it, and they don't know you'll get the money they can't track. Cause I was like, damn, that's smart, but I just never dove into it.
Yeah,
and now I'm seeing I gotta get into it.
I don't know what people get involved with it with. I don't know if it's just currency out there that fluctuates. I don't know what people reasoning for getting into it, but it creating your own wealth of self. But imagine a place where a rapper, you can have a Meek Mill coin or $1, or where your
right
where your
right
fans, the people who really support you, use your
Right.
currency for
Right.
products.
Right. Because that's what it seems is if you get enough of this if you get enough of this digital coin, you can easily go and buy a coin and be like, okay, I'm gonna start giving out coins for my actual coin. You
Right,
feel me?
pieces of a goddamn coin and shit. They probably got
Right,
the
right.
whole thing
You can
figured
easily
out
do
and
that.
shit. Man,
And like you say, it's your system, and like it's your actual. Nobody can really touch this or tax it.
well, there it is, there, man. Let me get back to this video, man. Democrats destroying the video. Thanks for the call, brother.
All right, Kel.
My man. Yeah, family, your boy Kev Gillz out here, man. I just want to remain positive, remain on the grind, remain resourceful. Let's get this shit on the roll. Let's go.
Evenly divided. It was the fact that you threw 80% of your votes behind the Democrats that put the Democrats in the White House. When you see this, you can see that the Negro vote is the key factor. And despite the fact that you are in a position to be the determining factor, what do you get out of it? The Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. only because of the Negro vote. They've been down there 4 years. And all other legislation they wanted to bring up.
And the Democrats is ready to tell you they don't need you no more. They got a bunch of illegal aliens running around. They don't need you. We already legitimizing your foes, the people that come after you. And then the Democrats, Negroes, is trying to tell me, oh, the white man is trying to use the illegal aliens against me. No, the people you like is doing that. Okay? That the people you like and vote for is doing that. Okay? Weirdo.
They brought it up and gotten it out of the way, and now they bring up you. And now they bring up you. You put them first, and they put you last.
That's right.
Because you're a chump. A political chump.
A political chump. And that's because your leaders have sold you down the drain. And what does that mean? That mean when they say, let me tell you what a sellout is. Don't mean they just sold you. They just sold your struggle. That's what they sold, because you at home, punk. Don't say, oh, they sold us down the drain with your unconfident ass. What they did was take your righteous argument and said, here, I can distract him for a while and hold this conversation up at its highest peak, and I'll forgive you. That's what selling out is. Not that they gave you a check for any goddamn thing. And made you a sellout is willing to take the black struggle and what our plight is and wash it down the drain like Jay-Z and say, we get over that. 2 weeks later, you get killed by a goddamn police officer who had a goddamn Nazi propaganda program on their Facebook. But Jay-Z say we need to get over. See, that's what selling out is when they get you to support the people who sold you down the drain. Where my MAGA hat? Cut the check, bitch. Give me a red one. Where Kanye West? Bring him on in. Bring him on in. I dare you to say something to me. Come on, family. Stole it, nigga.
In Washington, D.C., in the House of Representatives, there are 257 who are Democrats. Only 177 are Republicans. In the Senate, there are 67 Democrats. Only 33 are Republicans. The party that you backed controls 2/3 of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and still they can't keep their promise to you. Because you're a chump.
Because you're a chump. That's why. And you rather get up there every day on YouTube, Billy D. Willie D. Y'all rather get up there, Boyce Watkins. You rather get up there and get to crying. Oh, and pay attention to this damn propaganda that's really state issue. Really, there's not one grown dude on YouTube that I've seen pay attention to these. I've seen conservative black brothers doing it, but these liberal niggas, they all sounding like little ass kids that's just ready to cry and ready to give up as they live right next door to their so-called oppressor. Can I get an amen? Tommy Sotomayor, no, forgive me. Tyreek Nasheed tell you all about white supremacy, but live right next door to a bunch of Jewish folk. And then complain, I'm the only nigga out here. Racism. You see this, family? White people gentrifying my neighborhood. Look at this white lady. See, that's what the white lady want to walk her little doggy in my community. This nigga don't moved out to goddamn Jewish city and then complain that he the only nigga there. Yeah. Look at these white people gentrification me. See, we got to go back to Africa. Nigga ain't about to go nowhere. We got to go back to Africa. Y'all people don't lost y'all mind.
Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government, and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
You're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race. Or you so-called people who be calling people coons, you ain't only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race. You hear me, Side Cheddar? You ain't nothing but a chump. You a traitor to your race. You're not only a chump. You heard me, T.I.? You ain't only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race. You hear that? The fat boy up there from where they from too. The other one who talk like my aunties and shit. Him, Killer Mike, who's gonna be a very good progressive one day with a name like Killer Mike. Goddamn Democrat named the nigga the Killer Mike, and he keep the name. He can't even call himself no real name. Now keep the persona. Great for marketing, cause we need nigga like we need Killer Mike to get political. Yes? Yes? That's how they talk to y'all. Pat you on the head and shit. Then y'all get out there and say the conservative. Conservative want you to ball out if you can. Now, the conservatives want you to ball out if you can.
Election time, and you're dumb enough.
If you can't, you better get right so you can.
To walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
That's right. I stand on what's right. Don't care about your little punk feeling, your lip turning up. None of that. I know I'm on the right side when the words that I say Malcolm said 50, 60 goddamn years ago, and they were murdered for that. You feel me? How I'ma feel caring about your weak emotion when I stand on Malcolm X side, punk? Who cares about your feelings? You gonna get this work. Every time you vote for Clinton, you vote for your children in private prisons. Where they held Tupac at? Clinton facility? With your dumb ass. With your dumb ass.
And what kind of alibi do they come up with? They try and pass the buck to the Dixiecrats. Now, back during the days when you were blind, deaf, and dumb, ignorant, politically immature, naturally you went along with that.
That's right.
But today, as your eyes come open and you develop political maturity, you're able to see and think for yourself.
Yeah, let me show y'all what it say here. See, your Clintons deal with, don't tell me about no KKK. When colored people are like human weeds that need to be exterminated by Margaret Sanger, and your favorite Democrats say, I admire Margaret Sanger. No, her courage, her tenacity, her vision. See, that's why you ended up with Planned Parenthood and goddamn private prison, because you go for people who was goddamn not the head of Nazi extermination camps. That's who you ride with. The people who headed Hitler's extermination camp. Official SS 1948 Operation Paperclip Hypnosis Mind Control motherfuckers. Okay? Coffee and Kush. Patreon.com/Kev Gillz TV is your fucking afternoon, evening update. Pay attention and wake the fuck up out there. Kev or nothing. And always remember, family. Always remember. You can't be progressive without motherfucking thinking conservatively. Goddamn. Anybody else is calling into the show? Because I'm up out of here. Anybody else? Anybody else? Let me see. Anybody else? Coffee and Kush. I'm gone. It's your boy Kev Gillz TV. And as always,